foot, trick, kunye. This segment we're going to be talking about positioning, which goes along with the foot motion video. So if you haven't watched the foot motion video yet, we want to review that because this will go hand in hand with that. Okay? So you always want to bow to your partner, whoever you're working out with. And if you're working out alone, bow anyway. Okay? Get in the habit of showing respect. Okay? So we've got some things to worry about. In free sparring, you guys know in Olympic style sparring, you're pretty much just worrying about feet. You know, the feet are coming, you can get in a clinch, you know, you've got to be able to figure out how to kick your way out of that. Free sparring is a little different, right? Even though we're semi-contact, you know, we're using control, you still have to have the hands to worry about, okay? So if I'm just real basic, okay? We use our long weapons, which are kicks, right? We use our long weapons to get in close to use our short weapons, okay? And I'll have you scoot this way, right? So if we use our long weapons to get in close to use our short weapons, then I can use my short weapons to create some distance for my long weapons, okay? So there's a lot of versatility in there, and there's so many combinations, endless, infinite combinations you could use, okay? But let's start off really basic, okay? So positioning, we call this open stance because we're mirror image to each other. His right foot is out and my left foot is out, so, okay? Now if he's if he's a left leg kicker, right, this is not to my advantage, right? Because if he's a left leg kicker, he's going to use that to his advantage. So I might want to put him at a disadvantage by repositioning to a closed stance. Okay, so now we're in a closed stance position, which I've got the high percentage kick coming probably from his front leg, which is probably not his strong leg because it's coming from the front leg and he's a left-legged kicker. And so if he tries to kick with his strong leg, right, I might be able to react to that faster just because of that positioning, all right? Now, positioning, really like to use angles on this one, right? So if I'm in an open stance and I angle to the inside here, I've got both hands to deal with, okay? Not a good situation. If I angle to the outside, right, I've got him in a position where I can strike. I got kidney open, I got head, I could foot sweep here. I've got a lot of opportunities on that side. Plus, I don't have to deal with this hand because it's going to be hard for him to reach me because of the cross punch, right? So, when I come to, say, go to that side, right, I'm gonna put my hand up to keep him from turning while I counter or while I attack. Okay. If he happens to turn into it, reposition, then I've got to react to that too, okay? So if we're in a closed stance, I better have a plan here. So this is an opportunity where I can take out maybe one of his weapons, create an opening, and strike, all right? I'm using my elbow, my shoulder to block with to take care of this weapon, okay? If I think I'm just gonna go in straight in here, I'm gonna be in trouble, okay? So, positioning on the inside, you better have a plan about how you're going to create an opening and filling it. If you shift to the outside, okay, you can control this arm here. In fact, if you just put your arm on his elbow or his shoulder, you can feel the vibration of where he's going to move. Okay, where he's going to reposition, how he's going to shift. And you can adapt to that. So if I put my hand here, he tries to shift around, I'm going to continue shifting around with him if I don't get my point in. Okay? Now remember, so this is really basic, guys. So I want you to do this drill where you go off on an angle to the outside in the open stance, and I want you to angle to the inside, right, for the closed stance. And if he thinks he's going to use his power hand, right, I got him crossed up again here. Hope you guys can see that. So one more time, if I angle in and he tries his reverse punch, right, I've got him crossed up again here. And I've also got him crossed up down here. Okay, so on your drill, move out, here, move out, and try to get as fast as you can, right? So remember, you've used your long weapon to get in, and now you're using short weapons. So this is the opportunity to get in here. Okay, for distance, it's a little different, right? Because if I move to the outside here, what am I going to get? Probably a back kick, right? Or a spin hook kick. So it's a different story depending on that distancing. Does that make sense? So what do you do here? My reposition here may be something like if he throws an attack, right? I may step back and counter, right? I may trap him, right? Come in, give him that sucker move where he falls for my trap, because I'm looking for the high percentage kick, just like in Olympic style sparring, guys. If I'm in open stance, probably the high percentage kick is going to be the back leg, right? Because he's got to worry about on the front leg, flank side. If I give him that opportunity, he's got to worry about my elbow. You know, I've got to worry about my head in case he goes up to my head. But you know, you're looking for these opportunities to counter, okay? And we'll talk about that in another segment. But going back to in close, going into close stance, shift in, okay? Shift in, make sure your guard is up. You never want to drop your hands, guys. Never want to throw a punch and drop the hand, okay? You guys know what your other blocking weapons are? What are your other blocking weapons? If your hands are up. Elbows, right? Elbows are going to protect your vitals. So never, when you slide in, right, I'm at an angle, okay? This is the danger point right here. If I do a wide sweep, okay, I expose all my vitals right to him, okay? So my step in is going to be very much shorter. Instead of stepping wide this way, okay, I'm stepping wide right in, okay? So practice that angled move from open stance, practice it from the closed stance. Try to discover in your own mind what the target opportunities would be, what the target opportunities would be for your opponent. Okay, what are they looking for? If I go to the outside, what's he want to do? Right? What can he? Yeah, if we got maybe a kick, spinning back fist. Okay, so these are all possibilities you have to be ready for and anticipating. And that's why I'm saying, if you come in, feel that vibration, because if he comes in for that spinning back fist, right? I've felt that, and then I've got my kidney punch there. Okay. All right. So guys, if you have any questions, text them in to Master Sorensen. You know, in the comment section below, you could also enter in questions. Do the drill. You know, it'd be good to do it 20 to 50 times. Just get that motion. Be on the balls of your feet. Have your chin in front of your belt, right? But tuck your chin. You don't want to lead with your chin because that's just an invitation for an uppercut, right? So tuck your chin, hands up, practice those shuffle steps, okay? Until next time, Trent, Kunyan.